Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Deus Ex Human Revolution. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we have a retinal scanner. Oh no, it's not just a retinal scanner that we have. We have a long trek ahead of us. Oh man, these things are not fun. They're really not. But I don't know if anybody else is gonna show up. Can't save anybody. I don't think anybody's gonna is gonna show up. But we need to get past two of those dick scanners or whatever. I was gonna say retinal scanners. They definitely don't scan my retinas. I mean, they do a little, but mostly they don't. It's mostly the other things. But nobody's showing up, so I think we're gonna be swell. Very good word. I do enjoy the word swell, but I don't use it very often. What? You can't get me all on trials? Yeah.
Please call the embassy.
The embassy of the world. Okay. Nobody showed up. Lovely. And we're through. And we're back over here to the cool place. And I don't think we're saving the lady that's in there. Is she the only prisoner right now? Because I didn't see anybody else down here. They're all dead. I can't leave her. Or I can't, I can't release her. Where'd you see the... Oh, it's got like a thing.
Access granted.
This feels safe. Oh, we got like a screen. We're underwater.
Jensen, it's Keitner. Where are you?
In a well-concealed elevator inside the prison's restricted wing. Your gun-running neural engineer deserves a raise.
I take it the eye worked then. Good. Now listen, if what you say is true, if Burke really is using the prisoners here as lab rats, I need proof. Hard evidence that I can take to Interpol.
An entire prison full of kidnapped civilians isn't enough?
You're an ex-cop, Jensen. You tell me. How many death row inmates crying on about their innocence have you seen getting out?
Point taken. I'll see what I can find.
We get a bunch of praxis. So let's look at that. 4 points. I kind of want this, honestly. The fault from heights thing. How did I not find that before? I was convinced it was... I think I must have been convinced it was legs. But, yeah. Wait. Does it show where we are? Oh, it's not even animated, probably. Do you see the thing was slowing down? And the animation wasn't slowing down either. Oh, as well. Got a lot of things down here. Can't take any more. Want to die, be free. Are you the one? Are you Megan? Because I'm looking for Megan.
Please. Please don't leave me like this. No hope.
Holographic display table. Panchaea. I am not sure what I'm looking at here. Worldwide access terminal, but they hate vowels. Ayers Rock Substation or something. Traction. HQ. Surgery is being done in a non-clean room. Yeah, that's you can have all the sci-fi you want. You're gonna need to get some proper sci-fi. Synthesis of compound P-027 proceeding as expected. However, preliminary situation indicates little to no improvement, says somebody. I think it is the doctor over there. And this doesn't say anything. She was saying something else.
Be free.
Oh, we got a computer here. That needs... It's Kavanaugh's, of course. Because that's her, most likely. We're not gonna find the intern. How do I...
Sorry. So sorry.
Okay, this is pretty good.
Hurt me anymore.
Fendir. Oh.
Access denied.
Oh, it's a cooldown. I forget that it is a cooldown. That is nothing. Is she a cyborg, I wonder?
So cold.
Where have I seen... We have seen these mannequins before, haven't we? I remember the... Oh, I haven't even looked at that. That looks cool as hell. No pun intended, because it does look cool as well. Yeah, basically they're saying the same thing. That looks really cool. A newspaper over here. Biotech industry leaders to debate ethics. The International Panel of Biotechnology and Ethics in Scientific Research has announced plans to convene early next year, specifically to discuss the issue and future of mechanical augmentation. Specific objectives, quote, specific objectives of the panel will be threefold, unquote, stated Christian Hug, chairman of the Ghent University Bioethics Institute and head of the research thing that we mentioned before, steering committee. Quote, first, to hold an honest and open debate on current practices relating to neuroprosthetic research. Second, to provide thorough, forward-looking analyses into the future of the human-machine interface. And third, to evaluate current trends in emerging studies into less invasive augmentation technologies, unquote. And the research announcement comes on the heels of growing public outcry over augmentation recalls and calls for a United Nations-sponsored vote on industry regulation. And Heaven Open to All, Page Industries has sped up its plans to build the first permanent commercial space station named Heaven. That's quote-unquote Heaven. The orbital resort will accommodate 12,000 people and offer many five-star restaurants and hotels. Expected cost for a night stay, 100,000 credits. I don't know if that's a lot or not. I imagine it isn't, honestly. I imagine it's a bargain. Data storage device. I got another one. What? That was the other book. That wasn't that. I don't understand these data storage devices. Anyway, let's hack this thing again. It is a difficult hack. I have the tools for it. It's a difficult hack because I didn't realize.
I'm sorry.
No
Sorry.
problem.
Don't
Okay,
hurt
go for
me
there, go for here,
anymore.
go for there, go for there, go for there. Pause. Nuke.
Access granted.
So cold.
Ooh. I understand your concerns. They are serious concerns. Oh my god, look at the emails. This is from Tiffany Kavanaugh to Mr. Page. Bob Page. We know Bob Page. Not in this game, though. Right? The situation of Rifleman Bank is unacceptable, or at Rifleman Bank is unacceptable. I fully understand that we are somewhat responsible to Bell Tower for our continued research in this field, but the means they are using does not justify any successful results we may achieve. In fact, I'm not convinced that their ultimate goal is in keeping with what your organization stands for. At least I would hope not. I've spoken with Gary at length about this, and I believe he is of the same opinion. There must be another way. We are killing people here. Dr. Tiffany Kavanaugh. And then, I understand your concerns, is the reply, Tiffany. More than you know. The loss of life is tragic, but in the long run, necessary. we have to keep our eyes on the future, and I'm not talking about 15 to 20 years. This project is of the utmost importance to the immediate future. Monitoring Omega requires extreme amounts of computational power, and Heaven is almost set to open to the public. And then there are geothermal stations. Only the O-C-M, that's not how initialisms work. You do periods, not dashes. Even the only OCM even approaches the sheer data... No, only the OCM even approaches the sheer data crunching capacity needed to run those operations. I know it may seem callous to consider these things ahead of human lives, but these projects will save so many more lives. There are other, and I've talked about how this is precisely the opposite. These projects actually delay the saving of even more lives. There are capital A and capital R and capital E, other avenues I am looking into. Certainly if we don't see clear-cut, that's all one word, but anyway, improvements coming out of Rifleman Bank, we will terminate the project and pursue another course. I've spoken with Gary about this. I think he agrees, but we have to pull together if we're going to get anywhere. For now, you're right, absolutely. The numbers we are seeing, the losses are unacceptable, but I shudder to think what it would be like without someone like you on the team. Someone who sees the human side of the equation. Yeah, you would, because you definitely don't. I know I haven't completely assuaged your concerns. There's no way I could do that without asking you to go against your character and completely ignore your empathy towards these people. What I am asking you, it's definitely not about empathy, but then again, this Bob page doesn't have any of that, or morals. It's because it's about morals. What I am asking you to do is to stick with us and use that empathy. You're our conscience, Tiffany. We need you. Gary needs you. Please hang in with us. And that's from Bob Page. And how many times have I asked you to call me Bob? And then we have Gary Savage over here with Refugee Kiwi. This conversation was saved. You there? Are you already landed? And Savage says, no, still on the sub. Any word from your sister? She said she'd be there, says Refugee Kiwi. Sandra's reliable. Gary, I don't think I can do this anymore. And Savage says, what are you talking about? Refugee Kiwi says, you know what I'm talking about. Savage says, I'll be back before you know it, if I can convince Bob that this is a dead end. And she says, what's happening here is he's a monster, Gary. It is a dead end, and even if it isn't, nothing is worth what we're doing to these women. I wish we'd never joined with VL. I actually don't know what VL stands for here. I forgot. I think we should know. But anyway, this isn't what I signed up for. Savage replies, stiff. This isn't Bob's doing. We were sent in to clean up the project. If it can't be done, and she says, do you really think they'll can it? And Savage replies, they will if we find an alternative. And she asks, Reed or Nano? And Savage says, you know the one I think has the most potential. Just hang in there a little longer and no grand gestures. And she says, yes, boss. Yeah, they're both mad scientists, as I've said before. Although not depicted as such in the game. But they are. Tiffany says, or this is to Tiffany from Workstation 25. Tiffany, I'm about to send a supply requisition to VL for the next series of tests. Burke has already put us on notice that the ships will be docking as soon as the storm breaks. So things will get busy in here. Also, I'll be leaving the base for a few days, so you'll have to handle the preliminary tests. Bob wants to meet face-to-face about our progress. He's also bringing a Mr. Everett, probably one of his backers. Didn't I read this? Yeah. I read that, but I also read the reply, apparently. So the reply that Kavanaugh sent. And, Jerry, I know this is from Tiffany. I know I said I'd never collect on that favor, but I really need your help. You have been a BT for, what is BT? Bell Tower, yes. For a few years, what are the chances of getting your hands on someone's personnel files? Specifically, Peter Burke. This is asking a lot, I know, but you know me. I would never ask it if it wasn't absolutely necessary. Love to Kathy and the kids, from Tiffany. And apparently, here's the file. Jesus, Tiffany, I know you introduced me to Kathy, but I could get in... Oh, that's the favor. I could get in a lot of trouble for even looking at these records, let alone sending them to you. Please, delete Oh, dash dash, please dash delete and forget this once you have had a look for exclamation marks. I'm not sure how to help it'll be. How much help it'll be anyway. Looks like it has been altered for consumption. By who? I couldn't tell you. Who is this guy? Some kind of spook? By the way, where are you? Any chance we can all get together soon? The kids have been asking about Aunt Fanny in those quotes. Let's see. Everything is redacted. Basecamp, Pendleton, yeah, and dishonorable discharge. That's not redacted. And this is about Peter Burke, right? Yeah. There's something here. Psychological evaluation. Charismatic. Leader. Iron-willed. Able to compartmentalize. Just in general. Like when you tidy your wardrobe, you compartmentalize. Detail-oriented and methodical. Seems to exhibit fairly sexist tendencies. Oh, it's the chauvinist pig. Wasn't he portrayed like that before? Yeah. And artificial skeleton, particularly cranial, remodeling, restructuring via experimental C-nano tubules. That's nanocarbon. Oh, that's what that is. Yeah. It's carbon nanotubes. It's not how that's said, but it's nanotubes. They're made of carbon. Carbon is carbon. It's not nanocarbon. That's yeah. But either way, that's that. You're very cold. I have a thing over here I could cover you with, but I can't do that because the game doesn't let me. I think I'm gonna talk to her automatically. There's fishies outside. Hello, mad scientist. How mad are you today? Oh, there's another. I didn't see what it was. Moon Base Omega.
Of latest implanted patients. Test subject revealed no statistically significant changes in glial tissue buildup and subsequent degeneration.
Mad scientist doesn't know the terms. Very mad.
Quite the house of horrors you got here, Doc. You letting anyone in, or just women?
Who are you? How'd you get down here? This is a restricted area.
Obviously. You wouldn't want the rank and file knowing what kind of sick experimentation is going on down here.
No, you don't understand. I'm not.
Where's Burke? And your research partner, Savage?
Burke went back up to the base. And Gary left. Told me to be smart, keep my mouth shut, and do whatever Burke tells me to do. For now.
For now? I heard the three of you talking up there in the morgue. Sounded like you don't exactly fit in here, Dr.
Kavanagh. And who the fuck are you?
The name's Jensen. I came here looking for someone. Megan Reed.
Reed? I've seen her research. Gary thinks it could be the key we're missing. If she can be convinced to come here.
Megan Reed was kidnapped, Kavanaugh. Violently. As was her entire scientific team and the dozens of women you've been torturing down here.
No! You don't understand. I'm trying to save them. Gary and we were sent here to put the OCM project back on track. It wasn't until we got here that we realized what that meant, and by then it was too late.
OCM. Savage used that term in the morgue. What does it mean?
Organic computational matrix. It's a means of cross-connecting living brain tissue and artificial intelligence systems to create a supercomputer of unparalleled capability. Part flesh, part silicon.
That's what you're doing down here, turning prisoners into computer parts.
Human brain activity has to be integrated with the technology, or else it won't work. Even DARPA knew that.
What does DARPA have to do with this?
Nothing. Not directly. In 2007, they started looking for research partners to help develop an artificial cognitive science program that could increase a soldier's situational awareness in the field. A number of private sector companies submitted proposals.
Bell Tower being one of them.
No. Bell Tower was a private military corporation. DARPA wanted researchers. But one of the companies who did submit something was a biotech corporation that deals with Bell Tower. And they believed a successful program could be designed if it could be wired directly into the soldiers' brains. DARPA wasn't willing to go that far.
So this biotech company took the idea to Bell Tower.
A corporation that, being privately funded, doesn't have to concern itself with political or ethical debate.
That's not... No. I mean, for sure. Well, that's not what makes private or public funds. It doesn't matter. It still has ethicals or ethics things.
Just how many prisoners are being wired into this thing?
I don't know. But a lot of them don't seem to survive for more than a year. I've told the others there's no way this project can stay viable with these kinds of numbers. But the OCM computers have to have them to work.
Computers? You mean there's more than one of them?
There's several. This is just where the process starts, the factory floor. We select the candidates here, implant them, and ship them to the other locations. It's all very efficient.
Yeah, except your candidates keep dying. You seem to think Megan's research is integral to salvaging this project of yours. Why?
It's not my project. Had I known before I came here...
Right, just answer the question.
We're experiencing cross-systemic failures with the tech. Over time, subjects implanted with OCM augmentations suffer complete neurological breakdown. They pretty much burn up from the inside. Gary thinks it's a problem with the acceptance of the P-dot array.
I've heard that phrase before.
It's the building block of modern neuro-augmentations. Dr. Reed's been reshaping it, changing the way it bonds with living tissue. The mutagenic gene combination she's introduced into it, well, frankly, it's astonishing.
Enough to warrant her kidnapping? So she'd be forced to work on this project with you?
She's not on this project. I don't know what she's doing or where she is. This is the first time anyone's ever mentioned kidnapping.
So that bit about P-dot thing or everything else is the most important aspect of this conversation, as far as I remember. That has to do with the rejection of neuromods that people have, and that's the reason why people have to take neuropazine, and that's the whole discussion at the beginning of the game. A lot of the themes of the game center around that bit in the first half of the game. And so when she said the mutagenic genetic, no, how did she put it? Mutagenic gene thing. Mutagenic already has the genic bit, so it's not a gene. Mutagenic gene, no, it's just a mutagen, because you know it's a mutation, a mutated gene or a gene that mutates. Either way, the point is, yeah, they're doing genetic treatment to allow people not to have to take neuropazine, which, as you might remember. And I will bring it up here because it's important to understand, but you might have forgotten about it. I'll just remind you. Earlier in the game, very, very early in the game, people were saying that Jensen did not need to take neuropazine. And in fact, we don't take neuropazine, that our acceptance levels are through the roof. And yeah, so that's important because it's one of the reasons why we can have... I think, I don't know if it's the reason or a reason, but it is related to the fact that our mutagens are good and new generation and all advanced and stuff like that, and so they're not like immediately obvious that he's mutated, although it's pretty obvious. Well, it's not pretty obvious. He just looks like he has some rad body mods, but still, it's still kind of obvious.
You're really gonna stand there and try to justify your role in this, aren't you? People are being enslaved, Kavanaugh. Enslaved and crucified.
It wasn't like that at first. I thought we were going to make a difference, do something incredible for the world.
Right. And look how incredible it turned out to be. But you can still make a difference, Doctor. You can help me blow the lid off this place.
Are you insane? I can't. There's too much money invested in this. Burke, the people I work for, they'll kill me. They'll hunt me down and kill me.
I know people who can protect you, hide you. Interpol is just waiting for evidence to tear Bell Tower apart.
It's not just Bell Tower. Oh, God. Oh, God, am I really going to do this? You can't get me out through the prison. Burke would stop us.
Then we'll have to do what Savage did. Take a submersible.
We can't. The hatches to all the docking hangars are locked tight. The only way to unlock them is by using the security console in the prison command tower. Burke keeps an eye on us that way.
Then I'll have to go back up there and unlock it. Well, you gather as much evidence as you can carry.
Oh my God, I'm really gonna do this.
Damn right you are. Now get moving. I'll contact you when I unlock the hatch.
All right, fine. But Mr. Jensen, please, hurry.
Yes, I will, Mrs. Mad Scientist. I will indeed. Oh, can I talk to you again?
I'm working as fast as I can, Mr. Jensen. There's just so much data. The OCM project is quite complex. And I don't want to trigger any security alerts that might warn Burke of what we're doing.
I understand. But I'd like to know more about the project. What's OCM?
Organic comput...
Yeah.
Got it.
So, Gary bailed, the other mad scientist, and I saw a flash over here. I see you.
Be free.
When Jensen said, blow the lid off this place,
Please.
I,
Don't leave me like this. No.
I really thought he meant blow it up. That's curious. I don't have access to my inventory for some reason. That's weird. Yeah, we can't kill her. I didn't mean to kill her right now, but I kind of wanted to kill you. Wow. That's weird. Yeah, but this doesn't go anywhere. This whole place is, I'm forced to not be able to do anything. Wow, why didn't they just give me an option there for killing the test subject?
Keitner, contact Interpol. We need rendezvous coordinates for a deep-sea submersible.
A what? What exactly have you found, Jensen?
A research complex hidden beneath this base. One of its staff is willing to turn whistleblower if we can deliver her to Interpol using one of the lab's transport subs.
Which explains why you need the coordinates. I'll see what I can do. Keitner out.
And I'm out as well, because we're out of time for the day. So, for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Deus Ex Human Revolution. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.